Now I'll tell you how to calculate the radius of the given lens by using spherometer. This is our spherometer, okay, and the larger version of the spherometer is this one. See over here we have a mean scale reading. There we have a mean scale reading, okay, and we have this is the circular scale over here, okay. We have the circular scale. Now how to calculate the least count of this spherometer? So spherometer least count is defined as pitch upon the total division on the circular scale. So as you see that the total division on the circular scale is 100, and then pitch is defined as when I give a one rotation, the distance traveled on the main scale by this circular scale is called as the pitch. So if I give a one complete rotation, then this what is a circular scale moves upwards and it moves to what is a the 0.1 centimeter, and the total division on this is the 100, okay. So the least count of this instrument is 0.001 centimeter, okay. So how to calculate the other readings are, first we place this, it has got 3 legs, okay. First we'll place this on the paper and mark this 3 legs position. These are the 3 positions over here, those 3 position of the legs, and then calculate the length between these legs. So this is the L1, L2 and L3. So your L is what? Average of all those 3 lengths. So L1 plus L2 plus L3 upon 3. Now the next is, we'll try to calculate what? A term called as what? H, that is the sagitta, H. So how to calculate the sagitta is, first of all we'll take this lens and then place this on the top of what? Place this on the top of this lens, and we'll rotate the scale till this point, okay, touches what? The center leg should touch the lens over here. We'll do till this point, okay, and using a paper we'll find out whether it is touching or not. So if the paper can pass through, it means that what? It hasn't touched it. So when this touches the lens, okay, the paper will not pass through. So we need to find out that particular position. See, now it is just not passing. That means what? It has touched the lens top. So now I'll take the reading. So what is my main scale reading? It has gone to 2. So I'll write it is the main scale reading is 0.2 centimeter. Okay, so it has gone you can see on the scale it is gone to 0.2 centimeter. And what is the coinciding division on the circular scale? Okay, that is 91. So coinciding division is 91. So my least count is 0.091, and then the total reading is 0.291. So this reading is taken when the center leg touches the top of the lens. So this reading is called as my A reading. And then now once again we'll take what? This plane surface, and then we'll take this mirror and then we'll put this over here and rotate this center leg again till this point. Again center leg touches the surface of the plane mirror. When it just touches the surface of the plane mirror, so just see that time this paper doesn't pass through the center leg. See, it is blocking. That means what? It has just touched it. So once again you can do one thing, take the main scale reading and the circular scale reading. So main scale reading right now I have got 0, and the circular scale reading right now I have got coinciding division is 8. So this is 8. So this becomes 0.008, and this is 0.008, and then from this you can calculate what? H. Okay. So When you calculate the h, this is the sagitta, and then radius of the curvature can be found out by using this formula L square. L is your mean L length, that is the length between all the three legs. So upon 6h, where h is calculated from here, that is your sagitta, plus h by 2. This gives me what? The radius of curvature of this particular lens. And then how to calculate the refractive index using all this knowledge? Remember, in the previous readings, we have calculated the focal length of the liquid lens. The aim of the experiment is to calculate the refractive index of the liquid. So we'll calculate refractive index of the liquid by using this formula, 1 plus the radius upon what? Focal length of the liquid lens. This has come from your lens maker formula. Okay, so put the value of R, which is obtained from this spherometer readings, and the focal length of the liquid, what we have got from the previous reading, and you'll get the refractive index of the liquid. Yeah, thank you.